going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. It's Extreme Daily Drivers. Thanks so much for stopping by the garage. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. But I got something cool the other day. I'm going to share with you guys what it is. We're going to be installing a front bumper skid plate bumper guard. I actually don't know what it is. It's from Goliath Off-Road. Link down in the description. No affiliation whatsoever. But I've been waiting to get this thing for a minute because they had it on back order for a while. But they actually put it back in their inventory, and I actually went and picked it up myself because they're kind of local to where I live. Let me show you what we got. All right, so check it out. Here's the bumper guard slash skid plate, whatever you want to call this thing. This thing is serious, dude. Super serious. Check it out. Super thick steel. This comes raw. You have to paint it. I decided to paint it black. It's going under the vehicle, so it's not the greatest paint job in the world, but that's okay. No one's really going to see it. You're only going to really kind of see this front part. But, dude, it's heavy. It's got to be 40 pounds. And then it comes with some mounting brackets. You get 2 of those. And then, dude, check these tow hook things out, man. Look at how thick this is. This is absolutely no joking around. Serious. Check out the welds. I don't know how well it shows up on camera. Sick, beefy stuff. If you want to know how much this costs, it's 350 bucks. I saved on shipping because I went and picked it up. Like I said, it was local to me. And the way this mounts is it goes right here in front of the old Commander. So if you remember a couple months ago, I mounted these shackle mounts here. These are from Steel Armadillo. They've recently gone out of business. But we're going to be removing these, and this new plate is going to be replacing it. So if you guys remember a couple months ago, I installed this from ASFIR. This is a awesome skid plate. And I just found out that these 2 things are not going to work together. So one of the 2 are going to need to be modified. And since this guy's aluminum, I think we're going to be modifying him. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to remove the front bumper. If you guys want to know how to remove the front bumper, I did a video on this. I'll link it down in the description below. We'll go ahead and quickly remove this thing and get to those shackles because those things got to come off too. All right, bumper's off. Now we got to get to these guys. And looks like we got a couple 19 millimeter, I think they are. Anyway, if you have a stock Commander, you're not going to have these to remove. But let me go grab my ratchet and get these guys off of here. All right, old shackle removed. These things are sweet, man. Can't get them anymore, but they were pretty awesome. But these things are going to be even better. So essentially, these are going to go right up here in place of our old shackle location. So let me go ahead and get these mounted. It does come with all the mounting hardware you need, but I'm going to reuse what I had. Plus, I'm going to use this sweet thing that came with the Steel Armadillo shackles. This slides in here. The nuts are already welded to it, so it makes it real easy for mounting. All right, I got those mounted. Check them out. And they're rock solid. So now we're going to mount this support bracket. And I should mention that Goliath Off-Road doesn't provide any directions, so you gotta get a little creative or watch this video to figure out how to install this thing. But after poking around underneath for a minute, I figured that this hump here is gonna go around our sway bar, and that means that these holes here are going to mount to our sway bar mount. So let me get under here, show you what I mean. So here's what I'm referring to. These 2 bolts that hold the bushing cover on the sway bar, whatever you want to call that thing. This thing is going to mount around it like so. Now I can't just hold it up there right now because this skid plate is in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and take this down now, and we're going to wind up modifying this. I'm guessing we're going to probably just wind up cutting it right along here, creating kind of 2 pieces, but this piece we'll discard and we'll keep this solid piece down here. And then the new Goliath piece should go from here all the way to here. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go ahead and drop this guy down. All right, now with the skid plate removed, you can see what I'm referring to here. All right, so that's gonna go just like that. So we gotta remove these monsters and then reinstall them over our bracket here. And that'll be kind of the bottom mount for the new skid plate. So let me go ahead and grab probably what, 21 millimeter or something like that, and get to taking these off. All right, guys, been under this Jeep for a minute, getting everything in place, getting the new brackets on. Everything's a big heavy bolt, so it takes a lot of energy to work with them. But let me show you kind of where we're at here. again, no directions with this thing, so I wanted to make sure that I have my brackets in the right, like facing the right way. This makes sense to me, so I wanted to make sure that it was correct before I went ahead and whaled everything down super tight. So if you ask me, that'll line up, so that'll be okay. And then over here, I think those will line up. That should be okay. And now we're running into a slight issue where these holes need to fit over this. And there is some leeway. I actually measured before I did everything because I wasn't sure if I should whale this down, because I figured they could be off a little bit, because there is a little bit of play in these 3 bolts where you can kind of like twist this in a certain way. Yeah, so when I lift this up now, it doesn't really slide over this. It hits it a little bit. So I'm gonna try hitting it with a rubber mallet to see if I can maneuver it in any way. And I don't know which one's off. It could be this one, or it could be that one. I'm not sure. It could be these holes are off a little bit. I'm not sure. But I am sure that this thing is super heavy, and manhandling it is really tiresome. So I'm hoping the jack can do most of the work while I go ahead and line things up, get some bolts through, and get this thing secure. So slowly mess around with this thing, give it a little whack with a rubber mallet, maybe I can straighten these things out, get this thing bolted in, and then we'll know where we have to modify our other skid plate to make this all work. All right, check it out. We got it on there. We got it on there. This thing's a beast, man. It's no joke. Gives you these nice Allen head bolts, bolt up here in the front, and then underneath it's a series of nuts and bolts. Again, these guys really clean. They're super strong. I mean, ridiculously strong. So now that we got this guy mounted, everything's tight, everything's secure. Now we have to figure out what we have to, or where we can cut the other skid plate so that it fits. And we want it to match up down here. Now the other one bolts in right here. So really, you know, we just got like an inch or so up from this bolt. Cut it, reinstall it, and we're gonna be covered. At least for the front end of this vehicle, that's for sure. So here's the other skid plate. Here's where it gets bolted up, where I was just showing you. And look at this. Already got a line there. I think if we cut inside of this line, say right about here, we'll get our cutoff wheel out, make a slice there, I think we'll be good to go. What is going on, guys? It is the next day, and did finish up yesterday, but I ran out of time a little bit. It's all wrapped up, man. The thing is on there. It's looking killer. It's super bright out here. Check this thing out. What do you guys think, huh? Pretty sick. So what do you guys think about the Goliath off-road skid plate? The thing is beefy as all get out. Gives the Commander a super cool look in the front, huh? Super rad, really aggressive looking. Love the way it turned out. So as you guys know, I really wanted to do custom bumpers on the Commander. It was going to cost me a fortune, and was going to be kind of a lot of work to get the Jeep to the fabricator and back. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't go that route, but I think what we did between the with the Rig Supply swing out and with the Goliath off-road front bumper, I think we found a happy medium. Certainly a lot more reasonable. And I didn't mention this in the last video, but between doing the rear main seal and the oil pan gasket, when I pulled off my front drive shaft, we realized that the boot had been ripped, so that had to be replaced. I actually replaced it with a Thomas Woods custom-made drive shaft. Installed that yesterday, and that's doing awesome. Should never have to replace that thing. It's basically indestructible. But yeah, man, we are getting towards the very end of this Jeep Commander build. Let me know down in the comments how you think it's coming along, and go check out Goliath Off-Road. Again, no affiliation whatsoever. Super cool guys. They actually just moved into a brand new shop. They have a lot of stuff for Jeeps, a lot of stuff for Lexus, a lot of stuff for Toyotas. They are legit. They make really good stuff. Couldn't be happier with the way this this skid plate installed. It fit perfectly, honestly. No issues whatsoever. So definitely high on their products. Check them out. There's a link down in the description for this product and to their website. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.